Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. To continue with the ideal romantic series, we're going to be reading for EXO SEHUN. I believe he's the magnet. So yes, we're going to do this reading to see what his ideal type is for this year, for 2023. So yes, let's start with the cards that he got. He had the Two of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and Knight of Swords. And then from the Oracle of the Icon of Love, he got the card of Love Yourself. So I definitely see like there's like a combination of pentacles and swords. So I sense that he is someone that um, is not easy to somehow to satisfy his needs. He's probably it's someone that it's like he wants to have like a sort of quiet life and a stable life with a partner, someone that can bring stability into his life, but at the same time with all the swords here, it's like you have to also have a very strong character and being able to have like strong discussions with him, if that's very honest and open discussions and conversations with him. I don't know why I get that his energy in the romantic department like moves like back and forth between being very stable and like not much is going on, and actually it's like you almost have like a routine with this person, but also there are moments of conflicts and there are moments where some discussions need to be had, and probably like annoying each other a bit. Like I don't know why. I don't know. Actually this is very like it's like very different, like for me to put it into words. I never seen an energy like this, and I believe I had read for him in the past, but now that I'm like trying to interpret this, it's like it's very interesting how these two energies are like very contradictory, and at the same time it does make sense, like kinda that, because we know that he's in Aries and his moon is in Taurus, so there could be like a fluctuation between him being very chill, him being a very like a person that is very like he's very in control, like he doesn't want things to change, like he prefers to be like comfortable with the people that he already knows, like somehow building stability with you, and then all of a sudden here with the Nine of Swords is like there could be drama. And I think that this Four of Swords, I believe it has to do with that he's already like accepting the fact that dating him is not going to be easy, and that he's not an easy person. And probably it also has to do with accepting the challenges of dating him, that he is a famous person. So somehow I believe that what he's saying here is that there could be complications in the way, and I don't think that it has to do about the consistency of the couple, about him being faithful or not. But I believe that he's like, I don't know if he had experienced this in the past, where things got very complicated because there wasn't communication, like that probably the other part would get offended very easily and they would refuse to talk to him about it. They would just hold the grudge, and things would get very awkward, very, and he also gets frustrated, like he also frustrates when he doesn't know what's going on. He somehow needs someone that is very honest and that can actually tell him what's going on. If there's something that is bothering you about the relationship or about him, he would want his ideal romantic partner to be someone that is able to bring the subject of conversation. Like, let's get awkward. Let's bring the conflict on, let's put it on the table, and let's just discuss it, and just tell me how you feel and what you think about this. And I think it drives him crazy when people are afraid to have a discussion or a disagreement. Definitely, I believe he probably had suffered this in the past, and it had left like a very like a strong like feeling of rejection, like really rejecting people that hide how they feel to please others. Definitely he doesn't want that. He wants someone that can be very straightforward, and even if they have to be like to bring some very painful truths, like he's like, okay, I'm ready for this. Like, this is very Aries actually, to expect that just like he's honest with the person that he's with, he expects the same. He doesn't want someone that is going to be like a doormat, someone that he can be like, oh, you're going to be all very pleasant, very trying to please him all the time and telling him that he's right. At first he can find it like funny and actually cute that you want to agree to him or to what he says or to how he acts, but then eventually he would start like losing respect for you if you don't stand your ground, if you don't have like an identity of your own. And also, if you're not an independent person, he would be like, no, you're not for me. Like, and I think that the worst thing that can happen to him is the feeling of feeling very pity for the person that he's with. Like, really, he doesn't want like a loser. He wants someone that it's very is ready to face the consequences of dating someone like him. And definitely seeing all the pictures here, I definitely think that probably if he does work with a lot of female energy around him, or if he does work with, I don't know, like beautiful people, and this could cause like sort of like jealousy, and this like very, and his potential partner to get jealous and to feel a bit uncomfortable. He would be like, no, you have to be able to understand that this is my job, because he's not going to give up his opportunities. And also, it's not like he goes and looks to go out. Actually, I believe that he's a very homebody person, but like definitely he has to interact with others, I don't know, with models and other people, beautiful people, because it's part of his job, it's networking. So, and also this could like be the representation of him, probably, like, I don't know, if he is an actor, like having, I don't know, like romantic like scenes with someone. You have to be able to endure that, because he's not going to resign to his work, because you don't approve it. And I believe that this is very personal. Like, probably he had experienced this in the past, and he's like, oh, this is a big no for me. And then, yes, with the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, it's like, definitely with the Four of Pentacles, probably there's a part of him that he's like, okay, I expect for you to be there for me. Like, he probably is the kind of person that he could be out, like traveling and working all day. And I think that the thing that would make him happy the most is to come back home and knowing that there's someone that is waiting for him, and that somehow you wait for him, and I don't know, you have dinner ready, or you have like a very a nice surprise for him, or you have like prepare his favorite meal. Definitely he does fantasize with that, and I believe that this is what he is what he's looking for, actually. A partner, someone that is consistent, not just like the first months of the relationship where everything is perfect and you are like in this sort of honeymoon state where you don't see each other's flaws. Actually, he wants this to be a routine, yes, but to also be something that maintains with time. That as time passes, there are some routines that stay the same, and that you put the effort. He definitely, like, this is what his ideal would be. And definitely he wants someone stable. I believe that he's thinking about it. But also here with the Knight of Swords, this person also has to be like very strong. There's something about that I believe that is very important, is that this person has to have like a very strong and independent personality, because somehow he's letting me know that, I don't know if I wouldn't say like this person has to be ready to fight people, but there's something that he's letting me know here, that being associated with him is not positive, like in the sense that this person could face a lot of backlash, and possibly like being, I don't know, if the relationship would be like exposed, this person would suffer the consequences, especially since I see a lot of like source here. There's something about communication, messages, and the internet. So he's like, this person has to be very brave. This person has to also not being afraid to fight back, in the sense that if you have to write like, a comment, or if you have to speak up your mind about how you feel about dating me, you should do it. Like, I'm not going to stop you. Like, I'm not going to tell you what to do, and I'm not going to tell you how to handle this. He's like, you do what you think is right. So, he could probably like also admire a potential partner that could, like, if they want to go online and just, I don't know, fight haters or argue with people on the internet, he would actually have a lot of respect for someone like this. Someone very savage, someone that is going to be like, oh, I'm not going to stay silent here while people are, I don't know, threatening me online or trying to blackmail me. He probably wants that, a very like a true defender of him and the relationship. I believe that this is what he values the most, and he's like, oh, I'm proud that that person is my person. Like a sort of pride. Like, because I don't think he would like interfere. He would be like, you do what you want to do, and at the same time, secretly he would be like enjoying that you are defending the bond, that you are defending the relationship. Definitely, someone very brave, and also someone that knows how to put people in their places when it comes to boundaries. And I believe that this also applies to himself. He probably is like, he recognizes that he can be a bit childish when he wants to, or actually a bit like demanding as a partner, especially when it comes to, like, I don't know, here I'm seeing the Four of Pentacles, so maybe there's something related to routines. So maybe he's like, oh, I don't know, on Tuesdays we have this routine where we watch movies together, and he would expect you to remember and to always be like playing that role and organizing that day and saving that date because it's special and it's like mandatory almost. and he would expect you to do it, like to never forget it, never skip it, never cancel it. And you would probably like have something that you want to do, and you're like, okay, that day I'm not going to be able to make it. And he would get a bit like annoyed, because I think that he needs a routine, and he needs that sort of stability, and he doesn't like when people don't keep their words, or when people are consistent, so he would get annoyed. But at the same time, if you explain to him, like, okay, like, no, actually, like, this is important for me, it's not that I'm always going to, like, modify our routine, or our special moments, but this is a special for me, this is something that came up, and all about communication. I think that he's a guy that probably he's moody. Well, he's an Aries, so he would get like very on his feelings very soon, and he would get very agitated and moody very soon. But if you talk to him, if you're open to a conversation, a discussion, and if you tell him how you feel, you mostly can win all the conversations. Like, you can win always, as long as you keep the conversation and the communication alive. He looks like he's stubborn, and like he would fight you, and he wouldn't back down. But actually, if you make him understand, and actually he's a good listener, so if you make him understand, he actually, like, puts his guards down, and he slowly, like, goes back to his senses. But yeah. And then he got the card of love yourself. So this is, see why I think that for him is like the ideal person for me is someone that has to love themselves. If they don't love themselves, if they don't value themselves, I don't want them. Like, something like that is like, it's a very it's a very strong demand that he has here. And in this card says, the oracle is an invitation. Love yourself. In fact, the real problem is that you often don't even accept yourself. How many times have you done what you really liked? Start now, here, immediately. So see, this is also very, very bossy like, but somehow the oracle is like screaming to your face. They are like, love yourself, like, really, like, now, like, don't wait for tomorrow. It's like, start today, right now. And I believe that this is a sort of like Sehun's point of view about love and relationships, especially when he sees someone that he loves or someone that he cares about is struggling with self-confidence, with self-love. He's like, what are you doing? Like, go. If you don't know what self-esteem is, like, go invest on it. Like, go read a book, like, do something, but do something about it. If you notice that you are lacking self-love, like, please do what you have to do, but just work on it. Work on yourself. Like, do it, and do it because you want to do it, not because I'm forcing you. But for him, yes, if you notice that you are someone that you don't love yourself, or that you expect his relationship with you to somehow save you and give you a new personality, a new perspective of life, a new way of happiness, he's like, no, I'm not that kind of partner. I actually am going to make your life very difficult. So actually, I need you to stand your ground, and I need you to love yourself so you can love me better. So definitely, like, I think that probably he had like a bad experience with someone that had very low self-esteem, and that person made him go through hell and back, and he's like, never again. He's like, I will not date these people. Like, I need them to love themselves first, because I cannot. I just cannot. So yeah, this was very interesting really actually, guys. So yes, I will see you in my next video, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.